Apparently, Jennifer Hudson might be pregnant with Common's baby, and the rumors have taken the internet by storm. What makes this story even wilder is that people are whispering she may have turned down his marriage proposal last year, which could have been the real reason behind their breakup. Now, with Tiffany Haddish throwing shade left and right, the whole situation has spiraled into something messy. Tiffany's words carry weight because she dated Common herself, and fans believe she has inside knowledge of his ways. She may have been the one who accidentally revealed Jennifer's secret without even directly saying it. The combination of Jennifer and Common staying completely silent while rumors about a baby and a split swirl around them has left people speculating endlessly. And when you consider Common's history with women, his long list of famous exes, and his reputation for walking away just when things get serious, the storyline begins to feel familiar. Tiffany Haddish has only intensified the drama. Her shade doesn't land like casual jokes. Whenever she mentions Common or Jennifer Hudson, fans read between the lines and hear what sound like receipts. People remember when a fan asked Tiffany if she ever received the necklace Common supposedly sent through her. Tiffany's blunt reply was that she never got it, and he probably handed it straight to Jennifer instead. That small response blew up into a storm, with people convinced Common was already entertaining Jennifer Hudson before officially ending things with Tiffany. Common's track record only fuels these suspicions. He's often described as a man who floats from one relationship to the next, like a bee going flower to flower without ever really settling down. That image is stuck because his history confirms it. Tiffany herself once used that exact metaphor when talking about him, saying he might never truly commit. Her bitterness toward Jennifer feels different from her other digs. This isn't just pettiness, it's rooted in experience. She's seen the pattern, lived through it, and knows how it plays out. That's why fans see her shade not as jokes, but as warnings. But the pregnancy whispers are the real headline. This isn't the first time people have speculated about Jennifer Hudson being pregnant. Months ago, she appeared in an Essence holiday promo wearing a black form-fitting dress. Many fans immediately flooded the comments claiming she looked like she had a baby bump. The situation got even more suspicious when the video disappeared from Essence's page, and some outlets claimed it may have been taken down at Jennifer's request. That was enough to set the rumor mill spinning. Since then, Jennifer has often been seen on her talk show in loose, flowy outfits, which has only fueled more speculation. As one article pointed out, if she really were pregnant at that time, the bump would have grown after all these months. Instead, it hasn't, which suggests it might have just been a little weight gain or an unflattering angle. Still, fans refuse to let the narrative die, and Tiffany's latest comments only added fuel to the fire. Tiffany and Common's relationship is an important piece of this puzzle. During the pandemic, Tiffany was head over heels, bragging about quarantining with him, going live on Instagram together, and even talking about the possibility of marriage. She wasn't shy about her feelings, often expressing how happy she was. She once joked that she wanted him to propose with an apartment building instead of a ring. But instead of a proposal, she got flowers for her birthday and, eventually, excuses when he walked away. Tiffany later revealed that the official explanation that their busy schedules pulled them apart wasn't the truth. She hinted that Common told her something different, and while she didn't reveal the details, she made it clear she was disappointed and felt misled. Her frustration is easy to understand given Common's history. He has dated some of the most high-profile women in entertainment, yet none of those relationships lasted. Back in the early 2000s, he was with Erykah Badu, who was considered his first great love. He admitted to being devastated when the relationship ended, but Erykah later hinted he may have cheated. After that came Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye, and even director Ava DuVernay. Each of them was a powerful, accomplished woman, but none of them stayed with him long-term. Tiffany Haddish should have known the pattern by the time she entered the picture, but love makes people hopeful. She thought her story would be different, only to learn the same painful lesson the others did. When Jennifer Hudson entered the scene, fans were skeptical from the beginning. By then, they had already seen Common parade around a string of incredible women, calling each of them his soulmate, his dream girl, his blessing. Jennifer seemed no different. She even proudly called him that man of mine, and he spoke about her on podcasts, describing her as one of his greatest blessings. He portrayed their relationship as mature and balanced, the kind of partnership he had supposedly been waiting for. To the public, it looked like wedding bells could be coming, but fans weren't convinced. They'd heard this exact speech before, just with different names. Then came the rumor about the proposal. Word on the street is that Common tried to propose to Jennifer, but she turned him down. Given Jennifer's history, that made sense. She was once engaged to former WWE star David Otunga for nearly a decade. They had a son together, and their split turned into a long, messy custody battle where Jennifer accused him of aggression and manipulation. She's also survived unimaginable personal tragedy, which understandably left her cautious about commitment. Friends have reportedly said that after her engagement with David ended, she swore off marriage entirely. So when Common allegedly proposed, Jennifer wasn't ready to say yes. She probably saw both his history and her own scars as reasons not to gamble with her peace. For Common, that rejection would have stung. His ego is part of his image. He has built a reputation as the perfect gentleman, the enlightened dream boyfriend every woman wants. Being turned down after publicly describing Jennifer as his blessing would have cut deep. If Tiffany knew about this proposal drama, her shade would have hit even harder because she understood exactly how he operates. Her laughter at Jennifer's expense wasn't just mockery, it was confirmation of a cycle. Since then, both Jennifer and Common have remained completely silent on the rumors. No denials, no confirmations, not even a hint. In Hollywood, that kind of silence is often strategic. The less they say, the more people talk, and the more valuable the story becomes if they ever choose to sell it to a magazine or use it to boost ratings. Silence lets them keep control, at least on paper. But in reality, silence also leaves space for people like Tiffany Haddish to shape the narrative with sly comments. And once the internet runs with a story, it's nearly impossible to take it back. TikTok threads are full of people analyzing Jennifer's outfits frame by frame, debating whether she's hiding a baby bump or whether this is all body shaming. Others are clowning Common for his inability to commit, calling him a narcissist addicted to the honeymoon phase of relationships. One viral comment described him as a man who pretends to be spiritually awakened, but is really dead inside, always chasing the next shiny thing. Others pointed out that he has never publicly said he loves Jennifer, which fuels the theory that he's only using her for clout. Fans have turned on both sides. Some blame Common for being a serial dater who can't stick around. Others think Jennifer should know better by now and stop falling for the same type of man. A few argue that Common is simply afraid of commitment and addicted to the love-bombing stage, showering women with affection at first but retreating once things get real. Meanwhile, Tiffany Haddish continues to throw subtle shade that keeps the fire burning. The irony is that Common always portrays himself as the best boyfriend ever. In interviews, he gushes about his partners, always claiming they're his dream girl, his soulmate, his blessing. But when you line them all up, Erykah Badu, Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish, and now Jennifer Hudson, the pattern becomes clear. If every woman was truly his blessing, then the problem isn't them, it's him. He wakes up from the dream, and what was once their fairy tale turns into their nightmare. Jennifer Hudson might have believed she was different. She probably hoped that her story with Common would have a happy ending. But if the rumors are true, she's just the latest in a long list of women who thought they could change him. And Tiffany Haddish knows this pattern better than anyone. That's why her jokes sting so much. They're not just random digs, they're grounded in truth. Now the spotlight isn't on Jennifer's music or her talk show. It's on her relationship, her body, and her silence. Tiffany's words, Common's history, and Jennifer's choices have created a circus that the internet can't stop watching. Some fans want Jennifer to speak up and reclaim her narrative. Others think she should keep her peace and let the gossip run its course. But one thing is certain, silence isn't stopping the speculation. In fact, it's making it worse. At this point, the whispers about pregnancy and proposals have overtaken everything else. People aren't talking about Jennifer's accomplishments or Common's projects. They're talking about Tiffany's shade and Common's inability to commit. And the internet seems almost unanimous about one thing. Common may look like the dream guy, but he's really just Common. Always there for a little while, never for the long run.